The State Department of Corrections in Tennessee housed 1,500 illegal aliens in its jails last year. The state received more than $350,000 in federal reimbursement, money from a program known as the State Criminal Alien Assistance Program, or SCAP. President Obama's budget has slashed all funding for the program, which last year was $400 million. To that, many congressional members say it's unfair because immigration enforcement is a task of the federal government.
This is a program where your state and local governments are backfilling what the federal government should be doing. It is a program that, regardless of, it transcends partisan boundaries.
One of the most outspoken critics of the cuts is a Democrat, Dianne Feinstein from California. That state received $118 million in SCAP funding last year, only 12% of the actual state jail costs for illegal criminal aliens. President Obama, when he was a senator, not only supported funding for the program, but he co-sponsored an amendment that would have provided additional funding. CNN asked the White House why the turnaround. Spokesman Robert Gibbs said it was a decision made by the Office of Management and Budget.
That's not to say that the president doesn't have strong views on immigration and enforcement. There's a sizable amount of money to increase enforcement at the border as an important step on our path toward immigration reform.
Mark Krikorian is with the Center for Immigration Studies, which favors stricter control over the borders. He says this is a losing battle for the White House.
The Bush administration tried to eliminate the SCAP program a number of times, and Congress always put it back in.
And an OMB official said there was too much waste in the SCAP program, including funds used for extraneous items like bonuses, consultants, and vehicles. And that's why they recommended cutting the funding. However, a group of bipartisan senators has written a letter to congressional appropriators asking them to fully fund the program despite the president's budget request. And in a letter, they point out to what happened in 2003 when SCAP funds were cut in California. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department was so scrapped for funds, the county was forced to implement an early release